Today, I'm gonna be showing you my top 5 tips for getting bigger arms. Check it out. Tip number 1, this one's incredibly important, and that is to not ignore your triceps. So your triceps right here, this fancy muscle, this thing makes up 2/3 of your entire arm. So what I need you to do is to not neglect training your triceps. The results you see from training those triceps are going to be many times more noticeable than the results you'll see from your biceps. Simply because, well, it's double the size. Tip number 2, and this one's incredibly important as well, you need to also be training your arms 2 times per week. Right now you're probably training them once a week and you're getting an adequate workout. What I'm going to recommend you do is give your arms about a 48-hour rest just so that they can recover and rebuild, and revisit them again a little bit later on during the week to break them down once more. This doubling of the volume of training will have a tremendous effect in you being able to build some bigger muscles, but I cannot emphasize enough how important it is for you to be resting at least 48 hours between bicep and tricep workout number 1 and bicep and tricep workout number 2. The reason being, that's the time your body needs to repair itself, recover, and rebuild. So if you're not giving your arms the time they need to recover, then you're not giving your arms the time that they need to grow. The third tip for allowing you to grow bigger arms is to use strict form and a full range of motion. This is incredibly important. Once you start hacking the reps and start utilizing other muscle groups to help you lift up the weight, well, then at that point, your biceps aren't going to be doing the work. As soon as you start throwing your back into it and you start using your shoulders to help you get the weight up, well, then you're taking the targeting directly off of the biceps and you're now targeting your shoulders and your back. Basically, in order to make the muscles grow, we need to provide the biceps and the triceps with more stimulation. The more stimulation that's being eased off of the muscles from, say, the use of our back helping us get the bicep curl up, or say the use of our shoulders to help us lift the weight up on an extension, then, plain and simple, the less stimulation we'll provide those muscles and the less growth we'll notice as a result of that. My next tip is to increase your time under tension. You see, when most guys are doing any type of arm exercise, most often what they're doing is something similar to this. They're coming down, they're resting a second or two, then they're popping the weight back. They're coming down, popping the weight back up. So there's 2 things that are wrong with this. The first one is the fact that they're resting while they're down here. What is this doing for your muscles other than giving them a stretch? Stretch is good, yes, but what we're trying to do is break down the muscle tissue. The way we're gonna do that? By spending more time doing the motion of the actual lift. The second thing that we can do to increase our time under tension is to actually spend more time in the eccentric and concentric portions of the lift. So the concentric portion, we're gonna be extending here for 1 to 2 seconds. As soon as we get to the top, coming back down, and we're coming back down for a total of 2 to 3 seconds. So this whole time that my arms are moving, and the whole time that my muscle is being engaged to lift and resist the weight, is time under tension. The more time we spend doing this, the more muscle fiber we're gonna recruit, and as a result, the more muscular gains that we're gonna make. The next tip is entirely nutrition-wise. In order for you to grow muscle, your body needs resources. Those resources are gonna be presented in 1 of 2 things, mainly. Your calories and your protein. First things first, you need to create a calorie surplus. This calorie surplus is gonna provide your body with the fuel that it needs to grow your biceps bigger, and as well, you can get that to grow your triceps bigger too. So this calorie surplus should be about 250 to 500 calories more than your body needs just to maintain its body weight and operate on a day-to-day basis. When it comes to protein, I typically like to recommend anywhere from 1 gram to 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. This is gonna provide your body with the exact resources that it needs in order to build the muscle fiber in your arms so you can grow them up nice and big. The last tip that I'm gonna give you is you need to constantly be implementing new training regimens in order to consistently be stimulating your biceps and your triceps. Your body's a really intelligent system. The more time that you spend doing the same type of training, the longer your body is going to evolve and become accustomed to it. And as a result of this, well, you're just gonna make a lot less muscular gains. We will consistently need to provide our biceps and triceps with new stimuli every so often just to consistently stimulate more muscular growth. Such wide varieties of stimuli can include simply just changing up the exercises that you do. Your body will get used to the certain exercise that you perform on a daily basis. Switching those up could have tremendous results. Another example could be the use of rep ranges that we use. You shouldn't consistently be using a rep range of like 8 to 10 reps throughout your whole workout, always, permanent. You should be always switching through a variety of different rep ranges. Rep ranges such as 5 to 8 reps, 8 to 15 reps. Hell, I've seen guys, myself included, go from 15 all the way up to about 30 rep sets, just to constantly shock the muscles and give them something new so we can promote as much muscular gain as possible and prevent plateauing. Another couple of other strategies that you can use to provide your muscles with new stimuli include intensity increasers, things such as supersets, force negatives, drop sets. They're tough, they're gonna really demand a lot out of your body and your muscles, but I'm telling you, if your body's gotten used to the program and used to the rep ranges and used to everything that you've already thrown at it and start to utilize these intensity increasers, man, you're gonna see tremendous results. It's just gonna shock your arms into a state of promoting more growth, especially if you've hit a plateau and your body's grown accustomed to the training regimens that you normally use. So there you go, that's a total of 5, or was it 6 methods for helping you grow your biceps and your triceps, your arms, a little bit bigger. Some methods that you might not be implementing. And if you implement even just one of those and you're not already doing it, you're gonna notice some significant results in the bicep and tricep department. Just trust me. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like down below, and also be sure to subscribe for weekly training tips and nutrition tips that you won't wanna miss. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Well, simply put,